Okay, so there's his first thing where he just like starts jumping.
How's it going?
Good.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Emily. Nice to meet you.
I'm Marion.
So nice to finally
yeah,
meet you.
finally.
So this, right now, is excitement. So it's good that you're just holding him, and then what I would do, and I'm going to cheat, go ahead and put your hand up higher, like to your chest.
I'm so scared he's gonna bite.
I don't care if he does.
Yeah, we're both fine either way.
That'll work. So now that he's quiet, tell him thank you, Monty, and give him a treat.
Monkey.
You can stand up tall. And this is one thing we want to get over. Right? The leash is tight, but it's not pulling, and that's what we really want to avoid. But you want to reward the behaviors you want repeated.
Sure.
That exactly. So I mean, I wasn't pointing anything out. I'm just saying like that's pretty much perfect for what you've been telling me what he is, right? So just again, just say thank you, Monty.
Thank you, Monty.
And he's taking it excitedly, so you know you don't have full control over him, so to speak. And I use the control term loosely. But you know that he's willing to take the treat, he's taking it excitingly, and he made eye contact, which is what you want. So now you can put your hand in the treat pocket, but say his name. So now that he's able to look, now you can go ahead and walk him to the couch. So the other one say, let's go.
Let's go, Mark.
See, now he's less interested in us.
Yeah.
And that's really what you want. Now see the
Yeah.
excitement?
Yeah.
That's why I bring the freeze-dried beef liver, because it's puppy crack.
I have beef heart. So.
Oh yeah.
So now he's trying to do anything else he can to get the treats. He and I already know. He knows Marion. But now he turned away to you. Thank you, Monty.
Thanks, Monkey.
And it seems like you're going to give him a lot of treats, but if he's got these types of bad, intense behaviors, you want it to be better behaviors. And he's going to be excited because he loves the treats. He knows us, so you're fighting all that different excitement. So when you're nice and calm and he starts to look for you now, it'll be a lot easier.
Okay.
So go ahead and actually what you can do is take your fingers off
Give him a little
that.
Got blurry.
Yeah, let go of that. Yeah, that's the other thing. Just stay there. Now he looks at you, say, over here, Monty. Because you didn't give him permission. No, don't worry about the treat just yet.
Monty. No.
Now you reel in the leash like you're fishing. I see that. Well, it might be. There you go. So you never pulled him, but he came back to you voluntarily.
Right.
If a dog's willing to come back voluntarily, the aggression, the level of excitement drops dramatically.
Okay.
So if he was going to eat us or kill us, that drops. Because otherwise he would still be, we wouldn't have this conversation. I'd still be at the door. But at least he's able to, what do you want, Dad? That's what you want.
Check
It's excited, all that stuff is fine. Because it's going from one excitement to another.
Gotcha.
So now as you can see his face, his body's a little bit lower.
Yeah.
But what I want to make sure, because see where the clip attaches to the harness? When that loosens up a little bit, I know he's physically, body-wise, paying attention to Dad.
Yeah.
Even though he's not looking at him. So when you feel less pressure, like that, well, don't worry about calling. That's fine, little beggar. But when you feel the pressure loosen up because of him, thank you, Monty. We're going to say thank you, Monty, a lot. So now I see it's a little bit looser. You can say thank you, Monty.
Thank you, Monty.
And you can give him the treat after that. Because his name's going to mean eye contact and then paying attention to you.
Should I wait to make eye contact before giving the treat?
We don't have to wait till eye contact, but until he looks at you and then the treat. So you can give the cue, thank you, Monty, and he looks at you and the treat. So it's going to take about 3 seconds. Doesn't have to be right away.
Okay.
So when he loosens up, you can tell he's excited. You've gotten tall and skinny, buddy.
I know.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a little
he was
waster.
like this.
Yeah. He was so little
So
when we
when
first
you
saw
feel
him.
that when he loosens, see he's happier, but it's still not about you. And of course, that sucks. All the distractions over here. You're doing all the work. Thank you, Monty. Hold on. He gave up for a second and then went right back.
And you see he kind of like cowers, like he lowers his head where he like kind of looks like a hyena or something. What do you think that means? Because he kind of does that a lot, where he just like looks like a...
So thank you, Monty.
Thank you, Monty.
So you're getting both of you. You're getting a look at the treat and a look at you. So that's how you know he's got the intelligence. That's one of the cues that you have the intelligence of doing multiple things and doing more, and he's a quick thinker.
Yes, he is.
Monty. Okay. So what you can do you feel safe? Do you feel that we're safe?
He likes to eat fruit flies.
The fly was not
last
safe.
couple of times we're bit, we thought we felt safe, and clearly, you guys weren't. So we just want to be extra cautious and make sure.
Mm.
Okay, so what we can do is you and I will stand over here,
Mhm.
and then you can stand over there.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up against the wall. You still have treats in your hand?
Yeah. We got
Okay. And then what I want you to do is keep it fairly loose.
Okay.
If he goes to walk and be tight, stop.
Okay.
He's gonna get excited to see us, so anticipate that.
Mhm.
Don't try and pull him away from us. In fact, we can go stand outside, and I just want you, just the way it gives him more room,
Mhm.
and then I just want you to walk him over to Emily,
Okay.
and just walk into the kitchen. Just like you're walking outside, this is what you wanna do. We're just gonna give you a little bit more room, so if he tries to pull, he's not going anywhere else.
Okay.
But I would let go, don't hold on to that one.
Just give him a little more slack.
Yeah, but hold on, don't pull at all. Now, when he looks, you say, over here.
Here, Mom. Over here.
And you can do that. See how he's gonna stay loose with you? Do that. And keep a treat with you. Go ahead and step outside.
Let's see.
Oh, there you
Is it a little tricky? There we go.
And then just walk him over to the thing.
Okay.
Stop right there, because he's pulling. See how he's willing to turn away real quick? Tell him, thank you, Monty. Now have a treat.
Thank you, Monty.
Let him know you have a treat.
Monty.
And then say, let's go to the kitchen. Don't give it to him. Okay, we'll start. It's alright, we'll start it over. Don't give him the next one, but you can lure him into the kitchen.
Okay.
See, so he's happy, he's excited, but he's so used to pulling. That bothers me.
Yeah, he's so used to flying.
But he's able to look away, look for mom, smell the table, all this stuff. So now, when he looks, you can call him.
Monty. Come here.
So, thank you, Monty.
Off.
Now have a treat ready. Let him know you have a treat. And tell him, let's go in the kitchen.
Let's go.
Off. No, thank you. Kitchen.
Thank you, Monty. Let's go.
The kitchen. Tell Monty kitchen.
Monty.
Or yeah, tell him Monty kitchen.
Kitchen. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and come in. We're gonna come into the hallway again.
Okay.
Or foyer, whatever.
Yeah, go with the entryway, yeah. And then,
Yeah.
you can see his, jumping is kind of another problem.
Monty.
I want more. He's probably a little bit confused. Because normally I equal walks.
And that leash has gotta go. I want a regular leash, because that is actually gonna add extra pressure and extra stimulation on him.
Okay.
Because it's gonna constantly, you can see it when he goes to pull, a little bit more, and then it finally stops.
Yeah.
I want him to be able to stop sooner.
Okay. Yeah, we got another one.
Where is
But
that?
that's fine, we don't have to worry about it just yet, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think he's better. He's pulling slightly against the leash, against the harness, but I mean, this is, again, with my treats, me and Marion, huge distraction. I get that. Yeah, we're not gonna see the worst yet.
Monty.
You see how what ends up happening with that bungee is it makes him come back. I don't want to make him come back. I want him to realize it's better to be back here. So no matter what, both of you are more important than the poo on the ground, the raw chicken on the ground,
Yeah.
anything else. It's tempting, I get it. But if you stay closer to me, we can get home faster, we can get to a potty spot better, you can get my treats instead. You know, if we make this a relationship and you walk with me, I'm not gonna pull you so much, I'm not gonna get frustrated, you're not gonna feel my tension, you're not gonna hear me get mad at you, you're not gonna
And so on.
have to be so mad. And he's not going to be so frustrated and try and lash out at everything.
Right.
So thank you, Monty.
And give him a treat.
We'll say it first. Don't give him the treat yet. Don't give him the treat yet. Dad, you're going to get a spanking.
Thank you, Monty.
Should he even reach into his treat pouch until he says thank you, Monty?
When Dad gets trained a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm just saying that for the camera's
Yeah.
benefit. But no, it's a matter of like, it's just
It's like the
things we
whole
have to get
process.
used to.
Yeah.
You know, when we're so used to doing certain little things, we want him to actually want to pay attention to us.
Yeah.
And then the treats come as an appreciation. That's how I feel things should be, is the treats should be an appreciation. Yes, I do
Versus
the
a bait.
lowering and the shaping and all
Yeah.
that stuff. When I need him to sit, I'll teach him how to do sit with the treat and all that stuff. But right now, we're trying to get him to not be so excited over here. And remember, he's on a leash with you. That's fact.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell him thank you, Monty.
Monty, thank you.
And he can have a treat.
Thank
I'll
you,
back up a
Monty.
little bit so you can have a leash a little bit looser. Because I don't want him thinking because he's closer, the leashes are gonna get tighter. If he's, see now it's, and what I like there is you loosened it and he didn't move. He didn't loosen himself either, he didn't. But he didn't go against it, he didn't come closer. Thank you, Mon. Remember, wait, hold hand.
Thank you, Monty.
Now we can have a cookie. Because what he's gonna learn is when you say Monty, treat will come when you start getting eye contact.
Right.
So here would make me a little bit nervous because he's looser and the ears are back a little bit. And he's got so many marks around his eyes that it could look dangerous.
Yeah.
Because he's got the dark right here, the eyebrows, the
ears.
contrasting colors, and yeah, the ears. But this is also teaching him something completely different. Now that he's not as excited, he's like, nothing's happening, why, what's going on? Tell him, thank you, Monty. Because we still want it, he wagged his tail and he was able to look away.
Monty.
Thank you, Monty.
Thank you, Monty.
And then when you give him a treat, this is gonna happen with the baby too. When you give him a treat, bring it as low as you can. Bring it to like here.
So he doesn't jump.
So he doesn't have to jump for it, because when they're excited,
Yeah, that's true.
and kids always do this,
Yeah,
give
yeah.
me the treat. And the dog's like,
Yeah.
at least this way it's just like, or thank you, Monty, and then give him a treat. Thank you, Monty. That's right, and then you don't want to let the leash out when he goes further.
Okay.
That's something else we do on walks. I'll discuss that one. That's not as important. But because of our situation, the aggressive situation is the thing I'm mostly worried about, or the reactivity. I don't want to say it's aggression because he would have eaten us on the way in. But because we're focusing more on that, I want to make sure that he still wants to focus on you. And I know I gave him the treat and and I'm the trainer and in charge. But so what I want you to say now I want you to call him and see if he'll look towards you.
Monty. Monty.
Thank you, Monty. See how he picked that up? He saw me take my hand out, he knew there was no treat coming.
Thank you, Monty.
But do you see how quickly he wants to turn around? And with the tail wagging, the ears are softer. He's leaning around, not leaning into the harness, any of that stuff. That's very important. So what I would do now is just say, Monty, let's go, and then walk around and just come right back.
Okay. Monty, let's go. Come on.
And keep the leash loose, let go of your left hand.
Come on, Monty. Let's go.
And then what you could do randomly is when he's not pulling you, then you can say, thank you, Monty. So ideally when he's close to you, you can say, thank you, Monty.
Thank you, Monty.
Like I said, we're gonna say this a lot because we want to reinforce behaviors. We want to reward behaviors we want reinforced. They may not be appropriate for him, but they're appropriate for us. So just stop right there. See how he turns around quicker? Thank you, now let's go.
It's way faster than when we first got here.
Let's go.
Is it important to make him sit before he gets a treat? Just give him a treat.
I'm over sit unless I'm teaching it.
Okay. He knows how to sit.
Yeah.
Monty.
So if you feel safer,
Thank you, Monty.
we can go do whatever and just sit down and discuss and worry about anything else that he might freak out about later on. And we can actually go have a seat or anything else if you feel safer. I don't have a problem with anything that happens.
Do you feel like threatened by any of his body language towards you?
I personally, a little bit yes.
Uh-huh.
But I know it's not because I know Monty. Because again, the cowering, the head lowering, I deal with dogs all day, every
Yeah.
day, multiple dogs.
Right.
So there is a variable of like, dog does this, probably gonna be a problem. Dog
Yeah.
does this, da-da-da. Then eventually it kind of evens out. You realize these are pretty common for dogs that are scared. But looking at Monty, I'm not scared. But I do have like him lowering, but he's doing it over there with Dad.
Right, he
but
does this thing. It's like, what's your
And that you
what's
said
going
it's-
through your little pea brain?
that you're saying it's normal. This is one, I mean, it doesn't mean it's not an effect,
Yeah.
or not something to be worried
It
about.
just makes me nervous when he does it around strangers because it just makes
But
me
he's doing
feel
it
like he's
here.
threatened, you know?
But does he do it anywhere
He does
else?
All the time.
Yeah, sometimes he'll just be hanging out just with us in the morning and
Yeah, I'll just-
they'll like get this stare on and
And
he's
then
Funny,
what does he
that's
do after
actually
that?
Otis does that too.
And then if you
Yeah.
call him, he's like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just him.
It
Dogs
might just be
triggers.
his natural
It's him
body
thinking.
language.
Dogs, we can't prove it because they can't have conversations like us. We don't know what woof means,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
But we know, like, that, who knows what it is.
right.
But he's thinking.
He definitely
What
is
he's thinking, we don't know.
Right.
But if he's able to snap out of it when you call him and he's like, oh my god, sorry, I was just totally at my own freak. Whatever.
daydreaming, thinking.
Yeah, exactly. You can tell it happens because they look around, they kind of smell around and looking
Like-
for permission for things to do.
Or is he thinking like stranger danger? This person is still.
Well, not if he's not really doing anything.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
here, there's still that chance because
Mhm.
we haven't established we're 100% safe. I mean, we could be we're above 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%. But until he decides otherwise,
Yeah.
you know.
Because it's been kind of similar with like friends coming in the house, where we feel like we've built up that trust, and like we usually give treats to our friends to just try to build that, and then the last few times, like even after that, he's still escalated into the biting.
Okay, so here's one thing I want to